Okay, I'll give you my spoiler review of this book. This book has been out since September. Um, so if you don't want spoilers, you should go somewhere else. But I'm about to spoil this book and tell you my thoughts. So I really just want to get to my thoughts of what I think about the book. 8 out of 10, I think it was a filler. I really got to a point where I was like, when is Poppy about to get out of this room? She don't have to do nothing hard, nothing too, like, she can just move out of the room, like go to the kitchen, go to somebody else's room, the garden somewhere, but just, I felt trapped just being in the room and going through them thoughts. It really kind of stressed me out a little bit. I got to a point where I was like, damn, we're like halfway through the book. And the other half of the book, she kind of went through some other things and then she went back to sleep, which, I feel as if something about that whole thing builds up anticipation. I think that was the author's goal, was to build up that whole thing there, anticipation. And it's like, she's going back to sleep. She's going back to sleep. Like, it's like slightly, I wanted to DNF it, but like I held through and I was like, okay. So it's not completely a fail for me. 8 out of 10. It was just, she was just in that room sleep too long. Okay. Secondly, Ash is what I didn't like. But also it could have been part of the reason, like good character building, complexity or whatever, because, you love the love, you love the relationship, you love this consensual, you can love that she loves Ash back. And it's to show how she absolutely could never have it for Colas, not never. And how it was like a true love story in regards to Ash, but he pissed me off. And he continuously, it was like an Anakin, like a slow build up to, you can see why he about to be where he about to be. And I didn't like the way he treated Karen. He's been an asshole to everybody, but it's been kind of understandable because this is kind of like his personality all the way from book 1. He ain't nice to everybody. Okay, he never been nice to everybody. But the part where I was like, okay, I'm drawing a line here with his character is the way that he treated Karen. I was just like, don't treat that man like that. Don't treat my baby like that. Don't do that. Don't treat that man like that. I was at my wit's end right before Ash made the big transformation. If you know, the big transformation. When Ash was whooping Karen's ass and Karen refused to fight back, I literally was screaming. I was screaming, Karen, whoop his ass! Hit him back! I was done with Ash then. Granted, Ash was right because he needed to be there to help Poppy. And she wouldn't have gone through what she was going through. But the way that he decided to take it out on Karen and the way that he's always been mad at him and always wanted to blame him, that was his scapegoat. And Karen allowed himself to be the scapegoat the whole way through because of whatever other things, you can put that in the comments, had me about sick of it. I mean, sick of it. But once the big grand finale happens in regards to Ash's character, it all made sense. And then I was like, okay, I see, that's what she was doing with him. That's what she was doing with him. Okay, all right, so, we started to make sense. That's as far as that goes, the things that I didn't like. But what I did like is the way that Seraphine and Poppy were able to meet and the way that she was very caring and loving and sharing the story of Sotoria with Poppy. And I think that was nice. The Ates and Ash beef juicy. Loved it. Okay, loved it. What else was really good? The fighting scenes, amazing. Spectacular. I love war. Love it. Love it. I love a heroic lady. Okay, kicking ass, taking names. Love it. So I think I got the things that I needed. It was just I didn't like Poppy being in the room for that long, and for us to end with her ass back, probably in a room sleep. God damn, I don't put the main character to sleep. Anyway, honey, enough my thoughts. I'll be back. Probably going all the way back to the beginning and doing my entire review of the books in these series. But okay, there we go.